sometimes I think I have the same thing you have, that people automatically assume that I'm mean or that I'm a certain type of way, and I'm actually one of the nicest people.
You know what I'm saying? She came to me, and this was something she never did because Remy's not really apologetic.
Now, let's get right to the point. Papoose is one of Remy Ma's games. According to reports, Papa pulled up on her and demanded that she sign the divorce papers immediately. However, she is refusing to leave because she fears that Pap will make her pay the alimony amount nonetheless. Let's not act as though Pat doesn't have a case because he reared her son and helped her during her more than 10 years in prison. She wants to delay the divorce now that she cheated and moved on. Oh, we have to get into this mess. Papoose has been secretly pleading with Remy for a divorce for a while, despite his distaste for boasting online. He has actually repeatedly pleaded with him to let him go, but she always comes up with an excuse. Remy, what's the holdup? Even after you previously ran away with easy-to-block captain and publicly humiliated me, you're still trying to keep me legally bound to you? He confronted her and demanded answers when he had had enough. However, Ree's attitude abruptly changed when he brought up the subject of alimony. And her sister was disturbed because, let's face it, she realized that after all these years of devotion, Pat might just come for the bag if she proceeded with a divorce. We all observed Remy using easy to block. She had the guts to rap about Pat Child in a battle, thus admitting that she was in love with someone else. She was still legally married to him. You could hear the disdain. The captain is behaving cheesily, like a high school romance.
Address this one time, since y'all want to be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline.
But the strange thing is, Mr. Block, you've already moved on. After Captain left her for 2 younger women, Remy's life is falling apart, so she wants to appear different. This man was easily disregarded by her, but now that she and Pep have unresolved business, she wants to everyone make it seem reasonable, to keep him from being happy. The real one Pep has already purchased is Clarissa Shields, an unbeaten boxing champion and self-made millionaire. She's winning and incredibly popular on Instagram. For she's more than just a chick.
I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There we go. We deserve each other.
By singing to him, wishing him a happy birthday, and motivating him to achieve, Clarissa has been supporting Pap by refusing to sign the paperwork. Remy ruined Pap's plans for a Valentine's Day trip to Hawaii and his preparation to drop the question. Clarissa is furious because she doesn't want another woman to control her relationship. And Remy wants to play keep away because her brief romance with Easy didn't work out, but Pap is ready to move on. This is where things become really complicated. Remy isn't stalling because he's in love, but rather because of that money. Remy's husband served as her best public relations team, manager, and support system during her 6 years in prison. He cared for her baby, promoted her music, and even got her mixtapes out while she was inside. The present value of Remy's apparel brand exceeds $4 million. They take into account that they have been married for 11 years. But TV checks album, royalties, and she has a bag while Pap has a much lesser net worth. He gave up his career too. When it comes to long-term partnerships and financial commitments, don't mince words. There is still time for income inequality to grow. Remy isn't attempting to sign their paperwork since she knows we're only talking about half of it. Remy makes a lot more money because Pap was essentially her rock. If Pap appears in court, he might get the check. Remy became irate and revealed a private text exchange between Pap and Clarissa. She said that Pap had threatened to call the police on Clarissa after making fun of her appearance. Clarissa is done playing now, girl. Since she is a real professional fighter, Remy might notice these hands entering and exiting the ring. Wait, Let's turn everything upside down for a moment. Is it possible that Pap hasn't truly changed? What if the purpose of this whole situation is not to fall in love with Clarissa, but to get revenge on Remy for making him look terrible? You see, Pap didn't want to leave Remy. He restored her career, reared her child, made their marriage a fairy tale, and waited for her for more than 10 years. Even at the beginning of the allegations of cheating, he stayed until Remy became too open about it in public and cupcaked with the captain, who was to block. He got ejected, so that wasn't his objective. Is he truly that committed to his current girlfriend, Clarissa Shields, even though she is completely devoted to him? Let's face it, Clarissa has a tomboy mentality, and Pap seems like the kind of guy who enjoys women. Remy was a combination of savagery and femininity. Does he find it attractive that Clarissa is trying to be ultra-feminine for him? Additionally, it's evident how he acts around her because she gives him paragraphs of praise and treats him like a prize. But Pat merely exists and doesn't feel the same happiness.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
I'm here because it makes Remy happy, since Pep has never been sloppy and has never spoken up about black love and loyalty. However, by making public jokes about Remy that don't sound like a man in love, and by remembering that men don't split up easily when they are truly in love, they might even wind up getting back together. He abruptly recognizes that he is in a new relationship. The question at hand is, what will happen when Clarissa realizes that she is giving this her all? But what if Pap is only using her to get even with Remy? What if he wakes up one day, child, and discovers that he still desires his wife's return? The heartbreak is devastating, and Clarissa might have an unpleasant awakening. I'm not the only person thinks this, as the first remark I saw said I believe Clarissa will be devastated by Papoose, since she seems to be going all out for him and he always seems to be in the background, acting as if he doesn't care what she is wearing. Although she is uncomfortable and tomboyish, she makes an effort to act very feminine for him. He seems to like thuggish feminine women. And I think he's just enjoying getting even with Remy for hurting and humiliating him because he wasn't trying to leave her before she strayed. Clarissa is young and vulnerable, and Pap is still re-spouse. So she doesn't realize what she's getting herself into, but I still want to see her. Remy's claim that Pap cheated in the song and that Pap is talking to Clarissa and other people is irrelevant to you all? He has gotten some criticism and has really moved on because he is in love and doesn't share Clarissa's excitement for the relationship. I hope she won't be hurt because Pap is all about his bag and will never fall in love with someone like Remy Ma. I'm sorry, but could you kindly let me know who you guys think will ultimately stand up for himself? Please leave your thoughts in the space provided below about either Remy acting broke and clinging to a man she no longer desires, or Clarissa being a true lady and enduring all of this drama.